Uncle Gwede Mantashe has shocked me. His answers has come so very shocking because Uncle Gwede Mantashe, you see, in 2027, he's leaving politics for good. He will no longer be participating in the ANC or even in politics. He's saying that he is old because there are some calls that were made by some of the leaders of the ANC, like Abu Mzwandile Masina, who have asked Gwede Mantashe to contest for the 2029 leadership of the ANC, simply to become its own president. But Gwede Mantashe has declined that offer and said that he is too old to be the leader of the country and has been serving the ANC for the past 20 years. So one of the journalists did come and ask him to say that what legacy do you want to leave behind in the African National Congress? Gwede Mantashe responded and said that no, one of the legacy that he wants to leave behind is that he has saved, by the way, the ANC from Zuma destruction. So that is the legacy that Gwede Mantashe wants to leave behind, that they have saved the ANC from Zuma destruction.
In 2027, when you stepped down as national chairperson, you would have been in the top leadership of the ANC for 20 years. Yes. What would your legacy be?
Many things. The first thing is that we saved the ANC from Zuma destruction. Only today...
Or did you not enable the ANC?
No.
Enable Zuma in some way?
No, listen. We saved the ANC from destruction by Zuma. Only now do people realize how hard did we work to save the ANC from destruction. If we didn't stand firm, there would be no ANC today. I can assure you. But what you don't appreciate is the fact that we did consistently stood for the ANC to be strong and the ANC to continue fighting.
So very interesting. So 2027, Gwede Mantashe says that he is resigning for good. So his answer is so very interesting because he's not now telling us about his own contribution in terms when it comes to the politics of ANC. He's telling us about Jacob Zuma. He was supposed to be telling us about what he has contributed in terms of developing and in terms of growing the party for the past 20 years. But no. His obsession is the MK party and Jacob Zuma, who wanted to destroy the ANC. In fact, Jacob Zuma is still on that plan. Come 2026 and 2029, Zuma is still planning to destroy the ANC.
Manje sifuna ukubahlula ngevoti. Ngevoti. Now, we listened to the debate here today. I don't know why people can make themselves feel so bad. I can't tell you what was the argument really. Well, there's been no argument presented here that this party belongs to the ANC. ANC is an organization of its own. Umkhonto is an organization of its own. We are going to compete with Umkhonto, with the ANC.
It means Gwede Mantashe, you will leave the ANC and Zuma will remain. And he's working for 2029 to destroy the African National Congress. So very interesting. Even President Ramaphosa, while he was making his speech, he did acknowledge something, that Jacob Zuma's MK party siphoned support from the ANC, directly contributing to its electoral decline, and underscoring Zuma's enduring role as a destabilizing force within the movement, which is the African National Congress. So there's a lot of things that had been said because the ANC was just doing a little bit of introspection on their 2024 election decline, and President Ramaphosa came boldly and said something that a lot of people didn't vote for the ANC because they were unhappy about the ANC, so they decided to stay at home. That is why their electoral support declined like that. So Gauteng and KZN in particular, they dropped support because of the MK party, and the lower vote turnout was because the people were not happy with the ANC. Ramaphosa believes that the ANC's employees didn't do much door-to-door campaign for the ANC, and the members didn't go to speak with the people on the ground. Listen to this video here.
Now, I want to stress that in the last election, comrades, if we are to be honest with each other, our door-to-door culture was not at its best. We did not do vigorous door-to-door. And as a result, on election day, that's why we saw so many people staying away from the polls. And in part, it was largely because they had never been touched by the ANC visiting their homes, visiting the various locales that they go to. We must therefore, as we approach the next local government elections, ensure that we go back to basics. We go back to what has made us a strong organization, being closely connected and rooted with our people. There is also a need for us to renew our values and political culture by reintroducing meaningful initiatives to engage communities and serve the people. We need to encourage a culture of humility and modesty amongst our leaders. This practice of showing off to our people either our wealth, our cars as we drive in our communities must come to an end. The ANC serves the people.
So the truth needs to be told that the Zuma hangover still haunts the ANC. When they are sleeping or they are busy planning the Zuma, this obsession has become a plague overall, because this obsession has made the African national leaders to forget about the priorities of what is plaguing South Africa and the challenges like load shedding, like having scarcity of water, having potholes, having a lot of things which is poor service delivery that is hunting the ANC. So to them, they think they've lost support because of the MK party and Zuma alone. That is where they are focusing. Just imagine, Ramaphosa says, the ANC members, the delegations on the ground, they failed to do door-to-door and to speak with the people. So now the question is, what do you expect the ANC delegation to say to the people? Because now when they go and campaign doing their door-to-door, they receive now more questions than them have to give answers.
But provincially, now that you need the vote, we've got more serious problems that we are facing in this, especially this area. The ANC members, they sell the houses there by that side. Now you want us to come again and vote for the ANC? Sorry. We can't take that.
Is it the provincial issue or is the local issue?
This is a provincial. No, it's not a provincial issue. It's the it's a personal issue. Because the people, when they think they are in government or they are in power, they think they can do anything they want to do. It doesn't work like that. Because when you're serving people, you must be fair.
Yes.
I was active in the ANC.
When?
Long time. 2010. And my uncle was even all the time was everywhere in power. Who national? So, I'm saying national. Provincial. anizuyifumana
Ndiyafumana.
because of
Okay.
greedy benu, ni greedy too much,
local.
and you don't even think you taking your families into position.
Because people, when they come, they will ask them about load shedding. They will ask them about the potholes. They will ask them about the water crisis. They will ask them about where are their RDPs, where is their service delivery, where is the councillor, where is that, where is the mayor. So they are failing to answer because the issue that the South Africans have with the ANC, it is not who is the leader or who is no longer their leader. It is the service delivery that is mostly affecting the outcome of the elections when it comes to the ANC's decline of support. So the ANC now is hell-bent of this obsession with the MK party, while South Africans, they are having their cries. There's high unemployment in the country. There's a high crime in the country. There's corruption happening even within the African National Congress. But no, their leaders are still obsessed. It's the MK party. Is the MK party. In fact, let me just say this. The MK party was opted as a solution because people were not happy about Ramaphosa's presidency. And people had their own reason why they were not happy about Ramaphosa's presidency. I want you just to show you this one, that the ANC had made a tremendous empty promises but failed to execute. People are tired of lies, corruption, poor service delivery, and maladministration. Most of the people did not support the ANC because that some of the people decided to abstain, while others were strongly looking for the new hope, right? For another chance. That was not Ramaphosa, or Ramaphosa was not part of it. So they wanted something better that will give them the new hope, that will revive them, right? Hence, the MK party became the viable solution, especially from the ANC's fictional battle, meaning that a lot of the people who are supporting the MK party are those people who believe that the Zuma 9 wasted years were far better compared to the Ramaphosa's first and second term as the president. They just override and said that the Ramaphosa presidency were just a disaster. Ramaphosa has acted so very worse. Listen to this video here.
Here's the thing. The whole ANC is a criminal enterprise. You see, South Africans must get this. The ANC is a criminal enterprise. And because they've been controlling our state, they have also criminalized our state. That's the gist of it. And these ministers of the ANC, by the way, have gotten used to being bribed by these criminals. Why? Because the ANC fellows live like billionaires. They are not humble chaps. They can't live in a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom house. They want to live in mansions. I mean, look at the pictures of the houses of Paul Mashatile. Paul Mashatile, you would think this chap is running a multi-billion company producing some useful stuff. What does this guy produce? I mean, for him to live in those mansions, he will tell you these are my son-in-law's houses. That's absolute nonsense. We know that these are his houses. The son-in-law is being used in the process. The ANC fellows have become so corrupt that there is no longer a difference between an ANC minister and a hardcore criminal. The criminal world and the ANC cadres have now converged. They are now the same thing. So I was not surprised when I heard about these phone calls between Ket Matlala and Becky Cele. It's because Becky Cele, who is Becky Cele, is an ANC cadre. Corrupt, just like any other corrupt ANC cadre. You know who is the criminal in chief? It's still Ramaphosa. Where is the evidence? Pala pala. Dollars in his sofa. I mean, how criminal can it be? Here is a problem, Mike. The problem is this. The ANC guys who run the state, and of course Ramaphosa is president, they have totally lost credibility in South Africa. Wherever they go, South Africans look at them as our national disaster. They are our national disaster. They're actually an embarrassment. South Africans look at them as thieves who are stealing, and of course they are stealing. So even the president himself knows that he has lost credibility since Pala Pala. And the recent thing is Mkunu, by the way, the cover-up. South Africans no longer take them serious. So when they go to public platforms, they even forget the offices they buy. They speak as if they are commentators, as if there is some president somewhere who's going to come and provide leadership. They ask these embarrassing questions. So as South Africans, we are in trouble. We have no leadership. We are on autopilot.
Now the question at hand is that unhappy community members have started to question now the ANC's motive and the ANC's campaigning strategy. And the people were telling the ANC to say, you, the ANC, you only come to us when it is close to election because you want now to bribe us and to act as if you are our saviors. You are there for us and you are listening to us. When it comes to election, that is where you will come to the people and communicate with them. But if there are no elections around, you will just ignore the people, stay in your offices, drive your fancy cars, and not attend to the issues that South Africans are facing. So the ANC is still missing the mark. That is why the ANC is going to have more serious challenges coming for 2026 and 2029 election, because they are hell-bent in focusing on the MK party, while South Africans are crying foul at the shortage, the shortcomings, and the incompetence of their leaders on the ground, starting from their councillors going up to their president. How many times President Ramaphosa has made some empty promises, promising us 5 million jobs, 3 million jobs, 4 million jobs, but when it comes to accountability, no one will hold him accountable. There were bullet trains that were promised, there were smart cities that were promised. None of that did not materialize because the president is lying, and more lies, and more lies. Again, what's your take on the state of the ANC? What do you think has made South Africans not now to be fully behind the ANC and voting for the ANC continuing? What do you think is the cause of the ANC's electoral decline? What do you think is their grand challenge? Please leave your comment on the section below, and don't forget that you can subscribe to this political YouTube channel. And until we meet on the next time, the next video, and I'm out.